they're on frame. So let's just say like during the course of this fight, go ahead, like put a knee shield in or something. All right, we're kind of in here like this. I'm able to get this. Maybe he like reaches over, something like this. He messes up. I'm able to get that clear, and I have my underhook here, right? So that's one way that I can get into this position. The other one is that he realizes he's getting into a half guard, and he starts framing up and doing this, right? Does that make sense to everybody? So that's the two things that are going to determine how I'm going to pass his half guard, whether I have the underhook or not. Okay, so right now I'm in the half guard. He's got me closed up here. And let's start with having the underhook. So however this played out, I now have the underhook. Okay, so I've got the underhook. I've got this side. And remember, just like when we were working the side control stuff, my priority is to get his hips or his shoulders smashed and flat, right? Now, the hips isn't going to work, right? Because he's got my leg caught up. There's not much I can do there. So my priority now is even simpler. I need to get his shoulders flat. I need to get him like this, okay? There's an advantage there because as he's trying to hold on to this, I'm kind of twisting him up, right? So it's all good. Okay, so right now I've got my underhook. Okay, this is how things have played out. So I'm going to use now my head to get him flat. All right, now watch how this works. So I'm in here like this, I'm down low, and I'm going to drive my head to the mat. Okay, I'm going to put my head on that. Hold on to my leg, Dustin. Come on. There you go. I'm putting my head on the mat, and then I'm getting this underhook up as high as I can. I'm driving it across. Okay, now all my weight is now sitting right here. Okay, don't put your head on his shoulder because it's not enough pressure. Put your head on the mat. Okay, because I want to make a block and I want to start driving him across this way while I've got an underhook on this side. Okay, that's going to keep his shoulders thin. Now, once I have that, I want to start moving him and twisting him around. Okay, so if for some reason he's able to get, let me not talk about that. I'll start here from here. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to get an angle. So I'm going to start moving diagonally. Okay, so I'm going to start turning my hips this way. I'm connected here, so my butt has to move out. Okay, so watch what I'm gonna do. Let me have this for a second. Okay. So over here like this, everybody look at my hips. I'm gonna start switching my hips to the side, like this. Okay, keep driving it. And from this position now, this hand is free to work, right? Because my head is posted and my arm is posted. My head's free to work, or my hand's free to work, so I can push this down and I can start working that knee out. Okay, everybody see that? As soon as that knee comes out, bring it across and then watch. Back it up. So now I'm twisting him back in that direction. And once I'm here, everybody knows this position and now we can work. Got it? Watch it again. It's really important that I don't let him stay on his side. Get him back flat, and that means shoulders and hips once the leg comes out. Right? Got my underhook, got him flattened out. Heads on the mat, walk this up high, start cutting your angle, work that leg out. As soon as it comes out, everybody watch my hip, driving it back, turning it the other way. Okay, you guys remember that from the side control stuff. And now, I can work here. Don't let go of this arm, you got it, right? Keep that, okay? Questions? Okay, so we're gonna start with an underhook, head to the mat, start working your way out, cut the knee, slide the knee across. As soon as the knee comes out, take your hip and do that. Okay, get him turned the other way. Okay, questions? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's turn this way. Okay. So everybody watch what my hip is doing as I'm coming out of this. So watch this leg, my right leg on this side. Okay, so get over here if you need to. So I'm here, I've got my head. First thing is, you guys are being too nice, and you see how I'm leaving my knee on the mat here? There's no pressure here. Like this, Kyle and I could hang out like this for hours watching Netflix. Now what I want to do, right? So watch. Walk this up. Walk this up. Now watch the difference. Right? So now all my weight is on my chest and on his head and on his shoulders. This is where I want to be. Okay, I can feel his breathing getting really, really difficult. That's what I want. Okay. Now watch. Get this a little higher again. Tighten that up. Good. So watch. Turn the hip. See what I'm doing? So I'm twisting his spine. Now this hand starts working this out. Okay. Now look. As soon as my leg gets free, bring this up. Look what I didn't do. I didn't do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm going here. I'm going to take my hip and turn it. You hear him go, that's what I want, right? Turn him that way. Now, here, and now I got to start working that arm, okay? If I drive my knee all the way up here, I'm going to have to turn anyway to start attacking that arm. So we're going to start attacking the arm a little earlier. Turn this way now. Head over here. So let's watch this side now. Over here, head's on the mat. Walking this up as high as I can, driving my weight into his chest, turning my hip, working that leg out. Once it's out, watch. Touch this arm, turn his hips away. Now watch the transition here. See the knee went in, and now I can start attacking this. Clear there, folks? So clean that up. Clean this transition at the hips. Don't just slide all the way up to under the arm, okay? Because it's a waste of time. Right? Just get yourself set up to start attacking over here. Are we clear? Okay. If you're not feeling pressure, it's because your knee is probably on the mat. Okay. Here, get all the way up there. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Go. So this time, I don't have the underhook. All right, for whatever reason, he's framed up, he's curling up. Maybe he's even thinking about fighting for this for his own underhook. If he gets an underhook here, right, I need to back up and start fighting for that underhook. But let's not get there, right? So if we're doing everything right, we shouldn't really end up there anyway. I'm looking for chest to chest pressure so that I can start working my legs out. Okay, so he's got his frames. I'm in here like this. Now the first thing is I don't want him to have access to this area right here. Okay, so I'm gonna get really up close and tight. I'm gonna be in here like this. Okay, when he starts fighting this arm, because remember what I said, he's either fighting for an underhook or he's fighting for this crossface. So I'm gonna threaten the crossface as he starts pushing on that arm. All right, actually push on it, try to get it off. As he starts doing that, I'm gonna catch it and bring it over. All right, I'm gonna rotate this way. So I'm gonna catch this and bring it over, and I'm gonna use that as my lever to push him down. Okay, see how I did that? Watch it again. So he starts pushing on that. I'm gonna weave under the bottom arm and then drive it across. All right. So now I've got this arm. Okay. Now from here, once I have this, I'm gonna use my shoulder, keep my weight on him. I want my hip in line with my elbow. So watch how I'm gonna do this. Get this up tight. Squeeze that in. Yep, tight. You don't want to let me out of there, right? Get it up tight. So watch. I'm gonna roll my hip and get it up high. Right. So my shoulder or my hip should be in line with my shoulder. So everybody see how that puts the weight all the way across both of his shoulder joints. That's what I'm looking for. Turn this way a little. Okay, depending on how bendy and flexible he is, I may have some trouble now moving this leg out. So watch what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna take a step forward. All right, so again, I'm flattening him out. If he's able to see how he's kind of on his side over here, there's a lot of space here. So I've got my weight here, but his hips are still not all the way flat. So all I need to do is take a step and that flattens him out. You clear? Okay. Now from here, I have enough, I've got enough room now. This is our cross shoulder position that we do from side control. It's the same thing, right? So from here, I can start pushing. All I need is my knee to come out. Once my knee is out, we're gonna go to mount this way. All right, once I'm here, watch. Head goes to the mat. Sorry, Ray. Head goes to the mat, and now I can get my other underhook. It's a real bad day for him now, right? I got 2 underhooks. All he's got is my foot. He can hold on to that all day if he wants to, because now I can just move. And now I've got arms, neck. I can put him on his side, Kimura, arm bar, all that stuff. Okay, watch it one more time. Here, remember, don't give him access to your hips. Get in really tight and close. Weave the arms in between the frames, and then I'm gonna grab this and bring it down. Hip goes to my elbow. Take a step to flatten him out, working that knee out. If it comes all the way out, just step in the side control, right? But it probably won't. He's gonna be squeezing, he's gonna be clamping down on it. Drive across. Put your head on the mat. You okay in there? Yep. Okay. Put your head on the mat. Flatten him out. Fight for this other underhook.
Flatten him out like a pancake.
Get your foot out. There you go. You're in the mount. The beautiful part about this is, that's why I was laying on him, because if he don't want to give anything up, like if he wants to hold on to this, right? If I'm over here, he wants to hold on to this a little bit longer. who can hold out the longest, right?
Yeah.
Probably me, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Make sense, folks? Okay. Questions? All right. As you're doing this, be really patient, all right? Work through a position. If something's stuck, just wait. If everything's right, like if you're sitting across his shoulders, he may clamp this down really hard. 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Eventually he'll be like, please take your leg out of there, and he'll just open up for you, right? So that's the beauty of this. Just wait him out. Pressure, patience. Once you're in a good position, you can just wait. Because his breathing will go from to, and then eventually the legs open up and you're past, all right? Okay, drill it easy. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm rolling back trying to get this out. If she lets this go, right, because again, lots of pressure here, right? She can't breathe. She's like, okay, dude, just go. So she lets it go, or I'm pulling really hard and it just pops out. Go ahead, no, let this go. All right, so yeah, you can just go to mount, but remember, all my weight's on my hip here. So you can go to, if you can, go ahead and go to mount, but it's probably gonna be more like, because right now she's just laying here, right? In reality, she's fighting, she's trying to get her knees back in. So I'm gonna back step, right? Back step to here, and then try to get your legs back. Yep, she's trying to fight for the guard. Now I go. See how that works? So just to make it safer on yourself, take a back step, see what she does, and then go. If she doesn't do anything, just slide your knee across like we always do. Okay, and then the last thing is, if you're, and we'll work on this Thursday, if I'm in here and she's got a knee shield in here like this, right? Or we're just working the guard, she's got the knee shield. There's nothing wrong with forcing the half guard from here, right? Because a lot of times we kind of stop and back up if there's a knee shield. Right? I'd rather not do that, because when I back up, now she's going to be doing more guard stuff, right? So she's got the knee shield in here. Go ahead and start working here, right? Just move it and get in, right? Or get the grip, push the leg back. If it's up really high, you can literally probably just like swim in and get it, right? So just another thing to think about, because that'll happen today when we're rolling, right? Someone will stick the knee shield in. Just defeat the knee shield and go put yourself in a side control. Okay? Any questions, guys?